What's up YouTube, Brownie here, coming to you with another video, and today we are going to take a look at some of the harder void campaign fights that I've been running into in Chapter 7. I'm currently in Chapter 7-3, and yeah, there's been some crappy waves that I've run into. So the first wave we're going to check out is Triple King Barton, Triple Cthulhu. And yeah, it's a tough one. I'm going to talk about the team really quick, and then we'll hop in and check out the fights. So, speed order for the team, first off, is going to be DGN, Mockman, and then you can have any order you want for the rest of your heroes that are on the team. Now, the team is going to be set up and comprised of Mockman, DGN, Elena, Queen, TBB, and Freya. We're running 3 mirrors to help TBB with CC offset, and also the all damage dealt doesn't hurt. And then we have Demon Bells on Queen and Elena because they are going to... I want more energy feed than just what the mirror provides. And as you might have realized, I took Ilamak off the team. So he is not on this team, and... It worked just fine. I did not need him at all. So we're running we're running balanced strike melodic strings, and Mockman's is going second with speed order. I mentioned that a minute ago, but the reason you want to do that is because the whole goal is to kill all 3 Cthulhus in round 1, and every time your heroes hit Cthulhu, he puts a bleed on the enemy team. So you're going to be taking a lot of bleed stacks, and your team's just going to die very, very quickly if you don't get rid of the Cthulhus. So you need Mockman to go, first or even second. The reason I want him to go second is because DGN's active provides him with Guiding Glow, and you can tell it's like night and day. When Mockman does a Guiding Glow active versus a regular normal Mockman active, it's an extreme difference. so yeah, let's just go in, let's check out these fights, and I'll keep talking about important things to remember when you come across this wave in campaign. Alright, so here's the wave. We got 3 King Bartons in the front and 3 Cthulhus in the back. So, as you can see, they'll always hit TBB first, and then DGN went, and you saw that all those bleed marks get put out, and if Mockman gets targeted by a lot of those, he can die. So, there's that RNG to look out for, too. Now, he got an active off. He's going to get some kills, but as you can see, there's still Cthulhus left, and they're putting bleeds out, and it's just killing everybody. So that's why you've got to kill the Cthulhus as soon as possible, and you can't let them get too many bleed marks out. So that's why you want Mockman to go first or second. Okay, here we got both of them Omen Rifted, and there's the third Omen Rifted with a huge active. Killed all 3, and now there's no more bleed marks that get put out. So we can have TBB just continuously CC the King Bartons, and you can see that we did switch our stance, but you'll see here in a sec that that's really not that big of a deal. Still have our energy feed going. TBB still getting the CCs off. They did break out there, but Mockman took care of them even with his blue stance active. It's still plenty strong. Now we'll just have to finish this up. He might break out. It's not going to be a big deal if he does. And yeah, he did. So, no big deal. Mockman's going to finish it off. And there we go. It did not take too many attempts once I actually made those changes to the lineup and the speed order. And before I knew it, I had already beaten that wave after trying for like days and days with... Crown Balance Strike and Mockman going like 3rd or 4th in the lineup. Trying to do it that way is just way too difficult. So here we're going to have some more normal, easy waves that you're gonna run into. These waves aren't too bad, especially with Mockman. He's just gonna burst through them all. And yeah, I didn't even have to change the artifacts or the speed order or anything for some of these waves coming up. It's not until we run into the 6 carries that I need to maybe make some changes, because that wave coming up here, you'll see it's very, very annoying. So here we got Gustins and Yormtums, which this wave's only a problem if the Gustins link up to your damage dealer right away. Otherwise, you should be able to burst them down and just clear the wave out. Okay, so we got rid of the Gustins, just a couple Yormtums left. They're not going to do anything to us, so no big deal there. Just get these last few hits in, and boom, there it goes. Alright, so our next wave is going to be Pandas and Holmes Young. This wave's in same thing, not that difficult. The Holmes Young waves, they can be difficult because of the potions. So you're gonna, if there's a lot of Holmeses on the enemy team, you're probably gonna need to run like Crown or even Torch for that, because anytime there's dots, Torch can be utilized almost always. At least with Mockman, he can still do a lot of damage using Torch. I used Torch many times against the Valkyrie waves and stuff. So don't, if you have a Torch, I wouldn't, go out of your way to build one. But if you do have a Torch, go ahead, give it a shot. If you're having trouble with a dot wave, you may have to change up artifacts on other heroes to feed Mockman energy, things like that. You just have to kind of experiment. And yeah, okay, so here's the 6 carries. This is a pain in the butt. But what I want you guys to think about, or even I just want to tell you guys, Carrie has a skill. It's her basic attack, her basic right there. So when she does her basic attack, it gives the hero that gets hit 50 energy and then drains them. So if they hit TBB with their basic attack, and she is wearing a Ruli Scepter, like mine is wearing Ruli Scepter, so she starts out with 50 energy. If she would have gotten hit, she would have done her active right away, because the carries feed her the energy and then take it from her. But before they take it, she does her special little thing, and then her core goes off, So yeah, that is something to keep in mind when you're fighting these carries with TBB. Now, the other thing is I ran the Lucky Cats with DGN and Mockman, and that's because they're just going to constantly be feeding defensive buffs and offensive buffs to the whole team, and it makes your team super tanky. And the trick to this fight, I found, instead of trying to burst it down in like 2 rounds and just get all the kills at once, I just decided to try to make my team be as tanky as possible and let the rounds play out. So because once you go past round 15, you start getting huge damage buffs for your team, and before you know it, basic attacks and just any attack is one-shotting enemies. So that's basically the goal behind this fight, and it'll work out. Your TBB is gonna help with a lot of the damage mitigation, because she's gonna keep a lot of these guys CC'd. Now my TBB went down. This is about where she dies, is between like round 10 and 12, 13 sometimes if she's a little bit stronger. But she will most likely die. But by then, your team should have most of its prosperity, fortune stuff from the Lucky Cat. I forget exactly what it's all called. So yeah, once your team has those buffs, it's gonna be somewhat smooth sailing. You're not going to win guaranteed, but you will have a lot of chances to just take them all out. So here we just hit the round 16 mark, so we're going to start getting more alt damage dealt, and it's going to be, yeah, you'll see. I can't believe the whole team dodged that attack from Mockman. That was crazy. And look at that, yeah. Okay, so he'll, one more attack and he can get this back line, I think. Yeah, there we go. So that's how I beat the Carrie wave. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.